story is US President Donald Trump took to Truth Social last evening and he said, "We will substantially raise tariffs on India over its purchases of Russian oil." Following the US President's tariff threat, India has issued a strong response, a very strong response. Parikshit is now joining in with more on this. Parikshit.
The Indian government has tried to set the record straight with the US. They've gone on to say that the actions being taken by the US administration and the European Union against India for purchase of Russian oil are absolutely unjustified and unreasonable. And India will continue to take all measures necessary to safeguard national interest and also economic security. India has tried to remind the Trump administration that we started buying Russian oil after the war began because traditional supplies were being diverted to Europe. Secondly, the Biden administration at that time had encouraged India to go ahead and buy oil at the price cap because it was necessary for strengthening global stability in crude prices. Remember, there were no sanctions on India at that time for the purchase of Russian oil at the price cap that had been decided by US and European countries. Indian imports are necessity compared by global market situation. That's the word coming in from the Ministry of External Affairs. The government has also said that it's very revealing that the very countries who are criticizing India right now and taking action against India for buying Russian oil and energy are themselves indulging in trade with Russia. For example, European Union imports of LNG in 2024 had reached a record 16.5 million tons. US continues to import uranium, hexafluoride, palladium, fertilizers, and chemicals from Russia as well. So India is trying to set the record straight before a domestic audience, but it's also extending an olive branch to the US by saying that we are buying more oil and gas from the US. In fact, crude oil imports from the US are likely to go up by 150% year on year in FY26 itself. The trade negotiators will be talking later this month, but the word coming in from industry bodies and experts is that there is a need to dial down the rhetoric. It is important to have some clever diplomacy on the table and look for ways to save and protect this long-term strategic partnership, which is very critical for India.
Thank you very much for that.